hear all the bad shit I done done. I know one day I'm gonna have to tell him why I ain't with his mom. Yeah, niggas shine bright. No,
Yo, it's the CNG Podcast. We are back, everybody. How y'all doing? Y'all know who this is, man. It's your boy CJ and your boy G Walker. And we ready. What's going on, big dog? How you been, bro?
I've been pretty good, man. Pretty good. We got the Bulls. About to go through this quick little video. What up, we got G Walker?
You know what, man? Before we get into the video, man, we just wanted to show you guys what we were talking about. The Chicago Bulls got a win against Denver. Zach LaVine been going crazy at this moment. You know, Patrick Williams, he's been a little bit more consistent over time, so we're going to show him a little love. But before we get into all of that, you guys, we're going to hit you guys with this intro real quick, and we'll be right back. CNG, baby, let's go.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is G Walker, one half of the CNG Podcast.
And I'm CJ, the other half of the CNG Podcast.
What's going on? And just like that, it's your boys, and we are back. CJ, man, how you been doing, man? What's going on with you, bro?
Man, nothing much, man. Just been chilling, just been checking out different things that's going on in sports. Football been kind of hot. What is it? College basketball. They got the brackets. It's just been a whole bunch of stuff going on, man. So I just been chilling.
Yeah, I hear that, man. Yeah, so we just got to give you guys this episode of the Bulls right quick. You know, the season is starting to wind down, and we're just gonna give you guys a rapid fire of a show. It's gonna go by pretty quick, so stay with us and stay focused. So the first thing we're going to get into couple of these quotes right here, man. We got Zach LaVine is decisive. When Zach is decisive, he makes our whole team better. CJ, what you think about that, man?
I agree. The fact that he's been playing very well over the last month. I mean, the month of March. Didn't he average like over 34, 35 points for the month of March? So,
yeah, we're gonna get into that for sure. Okay. He definitely did. Like he turned this MJ button on after the All-Star break. And then you got DeMar DeRozan saying you can't just water it one day and then the next expect it to grow. You have to keep putting sunshine on it, tending to it, caring about it. Other plants grow faster than others, but you got to stick with it. That's all it is with him. And he's talking about Patrick Williams. CJ, Patrick Williams has been a lightning rod for people to talk about in a good way or a bad way. And the Chicago Bulls and the Chicago Bulls fans have been very patient with Patrick Williams. So what you think about this quote from DeMar?
It's true. The kid is still, in his early 20s. You got to give him time to grow. I think some fans are a little bit impatient. They look at that him being a 4th overall pick and expect him to be some type of Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh type of player out the gate. Everybody's not going to be that. You know what I mean? So you're going to have to give players more the time to develop than others. And Patrick Williams is improving. It's just going to take a lot of maturity for him to grow. It's going to take a lot of gameplay, a lot of minutes, moving forward for him. But I think he's trending in the right direction.
I gotta agree with you, man. Patrick's been pretty solid this season with the limited touches he does get. He's so hey. Can't get blood from a turnip. But we got Patrick Beverly right here. He's talking about the team. The team has been off and on. They've been pretty good with him. Him being an anchor on the defense, being vocal. But he says, I think we can be a lot better. We don't want to toot our own horn. We got a lot of work to do. CJ, we got a lot of work to do, man. It's the end of the season. Is it too late to have a lot of work done? Is it too late?
I'm 50-50 on it right now. I still think that they may have a chance, but to me, I don't think it's one or two players you can blame this on. It seems like I'm seeing a trend with the Bulls. They'll get off to a good start, and then around that third or fourth quarter, it seems like they either run out of gas or the momentum just slows down, and it's and other teams get back in the game. So, but I agree with Patrick Beverly. They do have a lot of work to do still.
A lot of work to do, man. That's gonna head into the offseason. But we got this last part right here, man. Listen, this guy has so much potential, man. The guy that we signed last year, a couple of years ago at this point now, for $84 million, came in. He fixed his jump shot, man. Good on defense. He can guard 1 through 4. We're talking about that boy Lonzo Ball, who we just found out is on his third surgery. We missed it next season. But we got a quote from our boy Billy Donovan. The coach says he's 25 years old, and here he is missing the entire year. And next season is uncertain of whatever he elects to do if he does have the surgery. And he looked like he did, CJ. So what do you think about our boy Lonzo, man, at this point? Has it been a failure, or has it been still wait to see, man? Because I don't know.
Right now, it depends on how patient the Bulls are with him. I think for the fans, it's been very impatient because, we expected this guy to come in here, especially the way he played. You see how the Bulls play when he's on the floor, and that gave a lot of fans hope. This is just a bad situation for him because it's an injury that a lot of doctors have not seen before. They thinking that the surgery is going to help it, but hopefully they can figure it out. Maybe, do something about it, and hopefully he'll get back on the floor. But prayers up to Lonzo Ball, man. You don't want to see this kid go through what he's going through. So prayers up to Lonzo. I'm not mad at him. Your body is your body. You just got to figure it out.
Yeah, man. At the same time, it's sad, but he's not going to have a leg by the time they get done cutting up on him. But we're going to get into the next thing. But we talked about that boy Patrick Williams. Well, that boy DeRozan DeRozan has something to say about Pat, and we're going to bring up Patrick Williams right here. It said from the Bleacher Wolves, not only has Williams scored in double figures in 6 of the last 9 performances, but he shot 60.9% from the field and an eye-popping 69% at the rim. CJ, what you got to think about that? What you think about that, man? We always talking about Patrick Williams, but that right there is facts, right?
Yeah, man, because he's finishing at the rim. Whether he's dunking over people, he's just finishing. He's playing more aggressive. I wish we would have seen this early in the season, but you got to let players, get time to grow and get confidence. I think at times Pat's confidence has been up and down because you're out there playing with 3 other All-Stars. Now you feel like you got to do your part, and at times you start to rush things, you start to overthink things. So Patrick just got to play in his role. I like this role with him coming off the bench. He becomes that number 1 scorer when Kobe White is not really giving his game on. So I think it's a good thing for him, and I think he can learn from it.
I think that, Patrick Williams is becoming that player that, that you want to see come off the bench, that you want to see that can start, that you want to see can deal with adversity. You're not going to get 15 shots a game, 20 shots a game, 13 shots, but you are going to get some. And he's been able to evolve and grow under certain circumstances that a number 4 overall pick probably wouldn't be going through with guys that are basically all-stars, which is Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Vooch. So to see him playing like this with 69% at the rim and 60% and all that stuff, man, you can't be more happy than where you see Patrick Williams developing at this point in time with the limited touches that he gets. But we're going to move on, and we're going to talk about that boy in the last 5 games. And you brought this up earlier. That boy, Zach LaVine, last 5 games, 35 points a game, 3.8 3-point field goals made, 56% from the field, 51% from 3, and 87% from free throw line. It's crazy, CJ. What you think about our boy Zach?
He's healthy. I mean, that's the number one thing. You can tell he has his jumping ability back. He has his feet underneath him. He's releasing on a high percentage on his shots. He looks good, man. I think we gotta kind of remember too. These guys are basketball players. They're gonna go through injuries. It's gonna happen. You got to give them time to get their body to heal. Once it gets to 100%, Zach LaVine is a player that's paid $40 million a year. So the fact that he's healthy and he looks real good, and he's been the guy that's been carrying this team for what I've seen over the last 5 games. Hey, I just wanted to keep going, just finish the season strong.
Yeah, I have no complaints about this, man. For a guy that's getting paid $200 million a year, this is what you want to see. He said something that made me kind of upset and look at him a different way when he said, "What's my role on this team?" And I spoke about that months ago. Like, dude, your role on this team is to be the $200 million player that they paid you to be. And you putting up 35 points per game, that's exactly what you are. You're a 35 points per game player when healthy. So to see Zach LaVine coming out of the gate after the All-Star game doing this, man, I love it, man. He's being more aggressive. He's not deferring to DeMar anymore. You know what I mean? So it looks like he's got his feet up under him. He looks healthy. But we're going to keep going. And we're going to talk about our chances in the playoff. CJ, look how far we're down here, man. We're in the 12th seed, man. We're the 12th place, man. What the hell's going on, man? What is it over, man?
It doesn't look good right now. The Bulls, the young guys got to step up. Ayo DeSumo has got to step up. Patrick Williams has got to keep playing consistent, which he has. Kobe White's been playing pretty well, but the other guys got to step up. The Derrick Jones Jr., Ayo that I mentioned, Andre Drummond, these guys have got to step up and help out those starters. Because right now you kind of see the starters doing what they're doing, but the bench is really not looking too good. when it comes to Kobe White and Patrick Williams.
Yeah, man, it's just that the season got fumbled at the beginning of the year, man. They lost a bunch of games early. So even if they was to win a bunch of games early and they stumbled toward the end of the season, you give yourself a little bit of cushion. You know what I mean? But right now they have no cushion. They are bare-assed at the 12th seed right now, missing out probably on the play-in tournament. So a lot of this goes into this, man. Billy Donovan wasn't coaching too well. His rotations was crazy. He was playing, Caruso at power forward at times. He was benching Patrick Williams in close games the way we needed him for his rebound and his height. It was just crazy. So everything, it's an accumulation of everything that's happened this season between Zach LaVine being hurt, DeMar being hurt, Patrick Williams in and out of the starting lineup. You know what I mean? Kobe's been hot and cold, and the only consistent player still has been Vooch. But with that being said, before we get out of here, we got this one last thing we're going to talk about, man. This is the last 4 games that the Bulls won some, they lost some. So we're going to start talking about this right here, man. They won against the Pacers. They lost against the Pacers by a crazy 3 by Halliburton at the top of the key, which was nuts.
Correct.
It was a missile. The next game, they beat Denver, which was crazy because Denver's like the number 1 team in the West. But that's been the Bulls all season. They've been beating good teams and then losing to teams that pretty much suck. So I don't understand
it.
So the next game was the Rockets and the Bulls. We ended up beating them young boys and barely beat them. So it was 119 to 111. We ended up winning that game. And the last game was a CJ. The same damn thing happened with your boy De'Aaron Fox. What did you think about that 3 he hit at the end of the game, man? Halliburton did the same thing to us, man.
Well,
what do you think?
Unfortunately for me, I did not see it, and I'm kind of glad I didn't see it because I would have been more pissed off. But
right.
It just comes to show you, man, that teams are going to keep playing against the Bulls. They're going to keep playing hard, and the Bulls have got to play hard for 48 minutes. That means the starters and the bench. The starters cannot come out and give you 20, 25 points between the 3 all-stars a piece, and then you got the bench only giving you 25 points between Patrick Williams and Kobe White. The bench has to put up 40. They're going to have to put up 40 for the rest of the season. That's the only way I can see the Bulls coming back and getting to the play.
Hey, man, I totally agree, man. And that bench is not looking like it's going to be doing that. But like I said, this was a rapid-fire episode. We gave you guys everything we could give you guys right here. The Bulls won, lost some. We talked about Zach being decisive. We talked about Zach with his 35 points per game. We talked about Patrick Williams. We talked about Zach again. And we talked about us not playing up to our potential with the being the 12th seed. So with that being said, it's almost the end of the Chicago Bulls season. The Bulls are looking like they're not going to be able to even get into the play-in. We miss Lonzo Ball, but, man, if my partner don't have anything else, I don't have anything else. And that's it, man. Happy Friday, guys. Enjoy your weekend.
Take care.
Peace.